All right, guys, I thought it'd be useful to share a couple of kind of coaching tips around how you can go about preventing or kind of alleviating lower back and hip kind of discomfort, pain, niggle, by utilizing your core training. So hopefully a lot of you are already within your strength and conditioning programming, within your kind of current your endurance training programming, whether it's you're running, you're riding, you're multi-sport training, you're doing some form of core training. Why? Well, because hopefully you're aware that you're going to be helping improve your form, your technique as you fatigue aerobically, anaerobically. What are you relying on? You're relying on being able to hold strong positions, strong postures. Core training is a great way of doing so. But what I want you to understand, guys, is a lot of you are still doing training where you're literally down, moving through very kind of similar movement patterns or ranges of motion where you're literally just working in straight lines. If you love to run, you love to ride, you love to swim, what are we doing? We're moving up and down, back and forth. We're in kind of fixed positions. We are kind of training our bodies to become very, very fit in certain positions. We can't afford to be that, because as soon as we step outside of these ranges of motion, whether we're in the garden, doing DIY, playing with our children, some of the most dangerous activities that I get nervous about when we're building people towards big events because they're starting to fatigue, etc. You've got to be working your core through different planes of motion. And I'm going to showcase to you a couple of key exercises, drills, just to showcase what I mean when I talk about working outside these planes of motion. But these are all going to be things that maybe are new to you. So I would like you to start introducing them. If they are not new to you, are you integrating them consistently throughout the year? If not, do so, because I would be, if I was coaching you right now, I would want these types of exercises throughout your training all year round. Why? Because I'm trying to bomb-proof your body. I'm trying to prevent any of these lower back kind of strains, any of these kind of pulling through the upper glute, through the hamstring. We want to be kind of bomb-proofing our midline. So resistance band, cable machine, anti-rotation, grabbing hold of a resistance band, wood chops. This is anti-rotation. When I'm over here, you can hear it in my voice. I'm having to work very hard to hold upright position. My body wants to collapse. I'm having to work and load my obliques, my glute, my abdominals, just to hold this nice upright position. Pull-off press, working at similar principle. We're working these ranges of motion, but what we're trying to do is really try and create this torque, this force that's resonates through your core. Anti-rotation, a fantastic thing for us to be working on. Next one was going to be our anti-flexion. You want to find yourself a heavy dumbbell, a heavy kettlebell, and what you're looking to do here, guys, is just let yourself work this flexion. You're trying to flex through the hip, through the side, and you're trying to let the weight do the work for us. You're just trying to move as far as we can without collapsing through our shoulders. But what we're trying to do here, guys, is we're trying to stretch out and work these obliques down through the side of the hip, working both sides. But you need something that is relatively heavy for you. You're going to be thinking 15, 20 kilo, no, without a doubt, I think for a lot of people. And then for a lot, we're probably going to increase this. But again, we're trying to train this kind of belt. We're trying to work all aspects of your trunk, as we call it. So your abdominals, obliques, glutes. And then probably one of my favorites is the back extension. Okay, a Roman chair. I think there's different variations of this, but essentially it's a reverse plank position. Essentially, a lot of us are used to being here on the floor in that push-up position. Do the opposite. I am literally holding this position by engaging my glutes. I've got full kind of contraction of my posterior chain, and I'm just going to allow myself to relax, and then I'm going to come up. I'm not overextending. I'm just letting my glutes and hamstrings do the work here, and we can add weight, obviously. But essentially, guys, what we're trying to do is we're working on the posterior core, right? A lot of people don't, it's a crazy concept, but people could think of their core here, but you've got to think that this is all, your intra-abdominal muscle groups, your glutes, your lower back, all of this is all integrated, and we want to be working all these aspects. So, working on that extension, working on that rotation, working on that flexion, 3 great ways of us training outside of those kind of normalized kind of planes of motion, but it's going to go a long way to preventing these lower back and hip issues, because we're working on that center console. This is where all that power and posture and position is being derived from. When we have strength here, we talk about having strength from your core to your extremities. You're going to have a lot more to work with, and it's going to feel a hell of a lot more resilient.